The future of the Kardashian. Hello, welcome to this video. Why take an interest here on this channel for Choice FE&MALE in the future of the Kardashian? First, because some of you ask me, and two, because the Kardashian family is symptomatic of an era and it's very interesting now to imagine their future in the next era, in the following era. So if you discover me here, my name is Galate, I am futurist. That means that I scan, I analyze a lot of data in the past and the present to draw reliable prognosis in the outline on the future. And I do that without cards or pendulum, just with my mind, just with my hand. I have a hand that I transform in GPS, and of course my intuition. So in my opinion, it is clear that the history and success of the Kardashian is by far or near linked to the toxic presence of a narcissistic pervert in this family. And from near or far, everything indicates it to my point. So however, this type of toxic personality is very difficult and time consuming to identify when you are in the family itself. So from my point, outside of that, it's even harder. I might be wrong, and I allow myself to be wrong, but considering the trial and the personality, for example, of OJ Simson, I think that OJ is marked by this perverse narcissistic personality, and that Robert Kardashian, the father, to a lesser degree, was as well, perhaps time to time. Yes, I know it's painful, and I am sorry to accuse a dead, but however, there are several clues. If I can share it with you. He marries a very young woman full of life and vulnerable, Kris Jenner. Doing that, he isolates her from a generation and normal life. For example, he makes her quickly for children very quickly, and he pushes her to fall being young and alone at home. Infidelity now is public, and in the end, after separation and his death, he indirectly allowed Kris to be fully herself and to build a huge success, a success difficult to reach under normal circumstances. And as in many family stories where there is a narcissistic pervert, there are several over different generations, and they succeed each other even in the love life of the same healthy, sensitive and gifted person. And this person, to survive and then to defend herself, adopts attitude of emotional manipulation without being neither perverse nor truly narcissistic, just acting by mirror effect and habits. So to continue, I think that Bruce Jenner, to a lesser degree than Robert Kardashian, is also marked by this pathology of the narcissistic pervert illness. He exposes himself as a victim, lies, accuses others of his own faults, etc. It is clear that to understand my point here, it's of course useful to have watched some episode of the TV reality Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And this repetition of the pattern with a lesser toxicity is what little by little allow Kris Jenner, Kris Kardashian, at the beginning submissive, to take over a second husband, Bruce Jenner, to conquer independence by counter-manipulating. And this skill is more than useful in every Los Angeles businesses, as you can imagine. So this can make Kris look like the manipulator in many scenes of the Kardashian family show, but to my point, she is not. So much for the roots of the past that will explain the reason of the famous, the curse of men in this family. And in my opinion, it is also the source of the tremendous material, aesthetic and emotional power of this woman's tribe. So at this point, when you know a little bit about Kardashian and narcissistic pervert, you are looking for the other ones. Who are them? Tell me in the comment those you can identify on your side. So first, looking together to Corrie Gamble, Kris' younger boyfriend. To my point is not, but is my point, please comment. 2, in the Kourtney and Scott deceased couple, I had long hesitated to know who was the victim and who was the executioner. And today I think it is Scott, the narcissistic pervert personality, who hides well his game. This explains, for example, the instability of Scott and the long and Kourtney's slow nervous breakdown and the self-destruction in many episodes of the show. Kourtney has everything to be happy but suffers terribly inwardly and self-destroys. So idem for Scott by mirror effect. In a near future, the continuation of the relationship they love affair will make everything appear in the open. So 3, the same goes for Kourtney's brother, Rob, who seemed to have linked a toxic relationship with manipulative women. His disastrous love stories made him angry, you can see it, with the feminine, with the power of the woman in his family. Rob seems to be struggling terribly to find his place as a man in all his masculine power. He may surprise us and come back soon on the public scene. A successful program can be devoted to him and to his comeback. His future, to my point, is bright as soon as he gets the courage to be himself truly. And now 4, at this time of my prognosis, you understand that Kloe, with Tristan and a first basketball player husband, Lamar Odom, Kloe have toxic relationships. These men are both toxic. Kloe is hyper vulnerable by her sensitivity and her willingness to do well in any circumstances and to be accepted. In one word, it is perhaps linked to a physical difference in the family. Let's see what will happen in the future. And then 5, Kim, my favorite if you see this video, the most sensitive, the most generous and intelligent, has avoided this trap being married with Kanye, who I believe almost also come from a family who was with a narcissistic pervert parents. These two are have not yet fully analyzed and integrated it. They have sometimes bizarre behavior and crisis of persecution that could make them appear narcissistic. But I think, of course, they are not. And it's a bit like Kloe. They are running from one period to the other with difficult time when they are confronting a violent environment. For example, Kim in Paris with the attack and Kanye with the music industry, difficult business, and with US election. And so it's like for Kloe, the success in developing by phase of various up and down, difficult time and exemplary increasing reconstruction time. And what strikes me in this couple is the candor of each one and the intelligence of the future, aesthetically or architecturally. In short, I appreciate them very much and I see them going very far in their development and the ability to influence us positively in the present and in the future. And so in the future, because you know I am futurist, what will happen? I have summarized it in several points. First, clearly it is possible that Kourtney and Kloe have another baby with their respective toxic ex. The time to understand and to integrate the why of how to free themselves and to grow their FE&MALE personal power, as we explain in this channel. So, 2. Kim and Kanye's couple should push themselves further by deconstruction and reconstruction phases to reach highest of material and spiritual power. It is not impossible that in 4 to 8 years Kanye become a kind of president of the US. In the meantime, he can very well govern and influence big changes in California. Kim will play a major role after the Trump re-election in cleaning up the various injustices of the American penal and other law. 3. The little sister Jenners, Kendall and Kylie, they will experience respectively difficult times, the times to grab all the toxicity of their father behavior and to distance themselves definitively from it. Besides, I do not see how Bruce Jenner, after so many compromises, how is on his identity, how he can survive long time in the new era of truth that is coming. He can have big health issues. Which I do not want for nobody. So I can talk about all that for hours. For sometimes I see, for example, myself working on a new wine and spirit creative concept in California, and perhaps I have the image to make a red wine with Kanye and a champagne with Kim, all in their brand name. So to follow, you can contact me. Regarding the show ends of the incredible Kardashian family, on the substance, I personally do not believe it is a definitive ending. The form only is changing. So it is a way, I think, to separate from E, the TV, and of Ryan's secret. I do not have all the detail, and it's impossible to say, but the family will continue to communicate their life experience with us. Kim and Kloe will certainly have a special show on a new media other than E. For example, a next Netflix type media that they are even able to reinvent, to create from scratch. They are far ahead of their time, and we will have surprise at all level. Kris will also can animate a new show, an innovative talk show, but not on TV, perhaps on the internet. Kourtney will find a new channel of expression, more slow, maybe even a paper magazine. Why not? I think it's a good idea for her. She follows the business model of Gwyneth Paltrow, to understand in the behind. And finally, I believe that this family will help others directly or indirectly to create their large audience through reality TV show on the internet, which will take new forms. I can see, for example, Elena and Grant Cardone embarking on this model of public communication, possibly with the support of Kim or Ryan's secret, who knows. This is my prognosis in futurology for the next, but we need to follow all that on this channel. In summary, thanks to the sensitive generosity of this family, we have all become a little Kardashian too. Who doesn't take selfie in front of the window light now? Who does not take care of their eyebrows? Who doesn't positively reconsider their rebounded buttocks? So thanks to the Kardashian and their public sharing, we are all expressing better our power publicly. And I gathered everything here to help you to go further. It's my private sharing. You have the link in the description. It is really the shortest way to creatively recover you to faith in the future. Jingle.
Now we won't stop. We won't stop. The jumps we grow now we won't stop.
still here. Thank you to stay until the end. So perhaps you want some more on the Kardashians. Okay, so I'll go into detail to thank you for staying until the end. I could be wrong when you go into detail, it's more difficult. So Kardashian can create or launch, to my point, a new social network. Kloe, more than through sport, will certainly, I don't know, certainly or perhaps give women's empowerment tips. It will be difficult for Kendall, who will stop her modeling career for a while, and Kylie also will be in difficult times, I don't know how, and then will bounce back thanks to the help of Kim. So all this is to be followed, and this is why we love the Kardashian family. For you to live every day to the fullest as a Kardashian and to shine long into the future, please take information about my private sharing. You have all my tools ahead of that time in the description. All is here and also below this video. You can follow me too on Instagram. Please like, share and comment. And next week I cannot do some video. Bye bye.